Hello everyone, welcome to Target45. Today we are going to find the second largest element and the second smallest element in an array. So totally I have three approaches. Let's solve with three different approaches. The first approach is using if and elif conditions. We have covered if and elif condition based problems from the past few days. If you have missed it, please go back and complete it and come back to here. So if you see, there is a class name which is find second max, min and max. This is a class name. There is nothing in the class as of now. And at the 11th line, the initialization starts where we have numbers array, and and we are creating an object in the 12th line, and we are passing a parameter to the class which is numbers. So when we create an object, we need init method here in order to handle these parameters, because this acts like a constructor and initializes self dot numbers like this. After creating an object, we are calling two methods, which is find second largest and find second smallest. So let's write two methods, which is find second largest, ref find second largest. So for this, the approach is this. See, this is negative infinity. This is a value that is smaller than any real number. So we will use this for finding the second largest number. I will show you now. So initially we will initialize it as first underscore largest equal to second underscore largest equal to float minus inf, which says negative infinity, which means any number is greater than this number, or we can say it like this is a smaller than any real number. This is smaller than any real number. This negative infinity states that. So if we compare it with the list we have, this array, it states that it is smaller than all of the numbers we have here in this particular array. That is what negative infinity is here. So what we'll do after initializing, we write a simple for loop, and we take each element in the array, and the first condition we'll be writing is, we'll check if number is greater than first underscore largest. If it is true, then see, if the number is greater than the first underscore largest, it clearly states that our second underscore largest has to be the first underscore largest, because this is the smallest number. This is the smallest number. That is why a first underscore largest would become the number. First underscore largest equal to number. So what about the remaining conditions? So this will work for the first condition, like for the first time if the for loop iterate in this loop. Okay, this if condition will work. What about the remaining iterations? So for that we'll write elif, and we'll check if first underscore largest is greater than number, and it is greater than second underscore largest. In this condition, it is clear that number is the second underscore largest is the number. It clearly states that it is the second underscore largest is less than the number, and the number is greater than the second underscore largest, and we already have the first underscore largest, which means this would be the first largest number and the number would be the second largest number. That is why we are making second underscore largest as the number here. So if this entire for loop is executed, what we have to do is we have to return second underscore largest, if second underscore largest not equal to, we have to check with the initialization, which is float infinity. If it is not equal to negative infinity, then we have to return the second largest, otherwise we have to write else none. Okay, we have completed find second largest method. Now we'll copy paste this, or else, okay, let's copy paste this. I'll do simple changes to this. Let's use the same variables. Instead of creating the new variables, I will use the same. I am doing this for the explanation purpose. If you have, if you want new variables, you can create find second smallest. So for the above, we have to do simple changes. That is, here we have to remove the negative. Here we are saying that it is positive infinity. Okay, let's rewrite because it will again. Okay, first smallest, second smallest, first underscore smallest. This is the first underscore smallest again. Okay, I am not checking the comparisons, but I'm changing the names first. First underscore smallest. Hmm. So it is the same except the change is, there we have first underscore largest and second underscore largest. Here we have first underscore smallest and second underscore smallest. The first change is converting this to positive infinity. After that, we have to check if the number is less than first underscore smallest. Then we have to initialize it as second underscore smallest is equal to first underscore smallest, and first underscore smallest is equal to the number. Otherwise, we have to check if first underscore smallest is less than the number and number is less than the second underscore smallest, then second small underscore smallest is the number. So this is a simple change. Whatever you're doing there, you're doing opposite of it. And if you know how to solve this, you can easily solve this. The key points you have to remember here is this line, you have to initialize it to the positive and negative infinity. For small number, initialize it to the positive infinity. For the large number, initialize it to the negative infinity, and check if number is greater than the first number. If it is, then do some changes, and if it is not, we have to write another elif condition which checks the other statement, and if it is true, then the smallest of the second number would be the number. So once this for loop is completely executed, we have to return second largest. Here we have to check if the second largest is not equal to the positive infinity. We have to change this also. We forgot this. Now I changed. So this is how we have solved this complete problem, which is finding second largest and second smallest. So let's run this and see. Okay, it is showing the same. Why? Find second underscore smallest. We have done a mistake somewhere. Let's figure that out. Okay, here I am giving second underscore largest. No, it is not second underscore largest. It is second underscore smallest. Here also. When you're copy pasting, handle the things properly. Now it is correct. See. So now it is working fine because 34 is the second largest number and 10 is the second smallest number. So this is using approach 1. Now we try to solve with the approach 2. Approach 2 is same, but the only change is we are using two for loops instead of single for loop. And I don't recommend this approach for interviews because we are using minimum and maximum functions, and mostly if you use minimum and maximum functions in the interview, they won't agree. They will ask you to solve it without using them. So, but just to give you another approach, I have added this. The only change is everything is same inside this for loop. We are adding another for loop and we are ranging it to 2. It will execute twice. Here we are checking the largest element by maximum of the largest and the number. If it is true, whatever is the largest will get the largest. If the number is not equal to the largest, then second underscore largest will become the max of second underscore largest and the number. So this is how we are using a simple for loop here, and we are doing this. But this approach is not so efficient than the previous one. Here also it is the same, but yeah, here also it is the same. We are using the inner for loop and we are comparing twice. Uh, so this is the second approach. There is no other change here. We are using minimum and maximum functions instead of if and elif greater than less than symbols. So this is the second approach. So let's go to the third approach. So for third approach, it is using minimum and maximum functions, but the change is we are setting this unique numbers to list, and we are converting that to set, and we are removing all the duplicates, and we are checking if the length of the unique numbers is less than 2. If it is the case, we have to return none, because if we have only less than 2 elements, then it is clear that we cannot find the second largest or the second smallest. And for unique numbers, we have to remove the maximum, first maximum number in the unique numbers array, and after removing it, we are returning the maximum of the unique numbers array, which clearly means the second largest. For the second smallest, we are doing the same, except the changes we are using the min function. So in this way, we have solved the problem using three different approaches. We are using remove function and the minimum function and maximum function, and we are using set function, and we are converting back to the list. So this we are doing in order to remove duplicates. If you see in approach 1, we make approach 1 even more efficient by keeping these three lines. Try to use these three lines in the first approach, because we are checking the if there are any duplicate elements. That is really very good habit to do it. This is like a test case. So try to add this and then do it. That's it for today. Please comment in the comment section if you have any doubts, or if you feel that there is something wrong here, or if you have any suggestions, comment. And also comment that which approach you like the most. That's it for today. Thank you.